Do you need to lubricate your junk so you can slide in easier? Is something making your partner's love cave a little bit too dry? Well, in today's video, I'm going to teach you some of the things that might be causing her to dry up, which you and her might not even be aware of, and more importantly, the correct principles to apply when using lubrication in the bedroom. Let's get stuck into it. My name is Sterling Cooper, award-winning adult film star, former high-class male companion, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Did you know that some medications can actually make women dry up downstairs in their love cave? Yes, it stops them from being able to produce the natural lubrication that they need to enjoy sex. What kinds of medications, you might be asking? Well, let me tell you. Some cold and allergy medications that contain antihistamines can cause this. Some asthma medications can actually cause this as well. And more commonly, some antidepressants can actually cause women to be dried up downstairs. So that's the first thing I want you to look out for. Now, obviously, anxiety, discomfort, and a lack of arousal do also cause her to be dry downstairs. So, gentlemen, make sure that you're actually giving her the stimulation she needs to be fully lubricated and to enjoy herself downstairs. But even with that considered, sometimes, especially when you're using condoms, sometimes things just end up getting dry downstairs and it becomes a little bit too much friction and it becomes a little bit uncomfortable. So we're going to talk about the principles of using the lube, what kinds of lube to use, and how to apply it properly in the bedroom. And a common mistake a lot of people make when lovemaking is they have sex in the shower or in a bath or in the pool or in the ocean, and what they don't realize is that by having sex in and around water, you're actually washing away her natural lubrication. So a bit counterintuitive, but being in and around water is actually going to make things drier downstairs. Now, this is not a paid endorsement or a paid advertisement of any kind. I just wanted to give you guys my personal opinion on the best lubricant I have ever come across, I have ever used. That is pooling on my experience in 8-ish years now in the sex industry. And the single best lubricant I have ever come across is Pure Silicone Lube. It's spelled P-J-U-R. It's like a black bottle with a bit of yellow on the cover. That is, hands down, without a doubt, the single best lubricant I have ever used in any circumstance ever. And I've done a lot of different things on camera and off camera. This has been tried and tested. I've tried all different kinds of lubricants, all different kinds of, water-based, oil-based, etc. Hands down, Pure Silicone Lubricant is the best one you can pick. Now, it's actually a good idea to use lubricant when you're using condoms, because like I said before, after a while, condoms tend to dry out, tend to add a lot of friction, tends to become really, really uncomfortable. Some of them come kind of pre-lubed, but like I said, after a while that just dries out. So applying a little bit of silicone lubricant, pure silicone lubricant to your condom is always a fantastic idea. Now, you don't want to apply too much, okay? Because too much means there's absolutely no friction whatsoever, and neither you nor her are gonna really feel anything. That's a mistake a lot of dudes make as well. They put on way too much freaking lube. You only really want just enough to allow you to slide and glide in smoothly whilst also still having some degree of friction. Here's a tip, guys. I know a lot of dudes have problems with condoms because they can't really feel anything. They find, it's kind of numbing. It's like fucking with a bag over your schlong, right? The way to get around that is before you put the condom on, drop a little bit of lubricant in the tip of the condom as you slide it over your dick. That way, you're lubricating the inside of the condom so it actually feels nice when you're performing your various different hip thrusts. Now, obviously, you want to use plenty of lubricant when you're doing any butt stuff. The key, in my experience, to smoothly performing anal sex with a partner when you're using lubricant, 3 places to use the lubricant. 1, on the outside of her anus, so things go in easily. 2, you want to apply a little bit on the inside of her anus if you can. So put a bit on your finger or your thumb, slide it in and apply a little bit on the inside of her anus so that once your penis gets in there, it's going to push more of that lubricant in to her anus and make that sort of a lot more accommodating penetration, right? And obviously the third place is on your dick, in particular on the head of your dick, because that's the hardest part to get in her butt in the first place when you're doing anal sex. Now, another way of smoothly introducing butt stuff in the bedroom is the use of toys. Now, not all toys are made equal, however. Some toys can impede her ability to actually orgasm in the long term. Find out more about that right here.